guys, thank you guys so much for tuning back into my channel. For those of you that are new, welcome, and for those of you that aren't new, welcome back. If you aren't already subscribed to my channel, I want you to go ahead and click that button right here and make sure that you subscribe so that every time I put up a new video, you'll get notifications. So today, you guys, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, something I've never done on my channel. I'm going to be doing a get ready with me chit chat. So you guys stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so my face is already prepped and primed. So the first thing I'm going to do is work on these brows. Okay, so you guys, I'm going to try my hardest to remember to tell you guys what I'm using. But if not, everything will be listed down in the comment section below. So what I'm using here is just a beauty supply store eyebrow pencil. I usually use the Benefits Goof Proof, but I didn't have time to stop and go get one, so I picked this one up and it works perfectly fine. So if you guys see me looking up a little bit, it's just because I'm looking in my mirror. So you guys, I wanted to come on my channel because I just felt like I needed to update you guys about my life and just give you guys a little insight about what's going on with me. So the first thing I want to talk about is, of course, being a full-time business owner and all that goes with it. So you guys, being a full-time business owner is everything I dreamed of, but just not how I thought it would be. So let me break it down for you. So for those of you that don't know, I am a wedding planner, wedding and event planner, and I mainly do weddings. That's my niche. So I mainly do weddings, and what a lot of people don't know is that wedding planners have seasons, right? So in seasons, you have time when you're really busy, and you have time when you're like not busy at all. So wedding planning season, sorry y'all, this is really getting on my nerves. Okay, now we're good. So wedding season usually is 6 months, and wedding season typically starts in May. So it starts in May and it typically ends in November, early December. So with that being said, I have about 6 months that I'm like off. And when I say off, I mean like no weddings, or, you know, no weddings to do. So in between that time, I typically do some events. But because I'm such a new business owner, it's kind of hard for people to actually know who I am. And to get your name out there as a new business owner is very hard. It's harder than what a lot of people think. A lot of people are just like, oh, you quit your job and this and that. So the reason I actually quit my job is so that I could do this full time. So do I regret it? Not one bit. I don't regret quitting my job at all because it's everything I wanted. So I love being able to wake up to my kids in the morning. I love being able to be here when they get home. For those of you that don't know, I had an hour commute when I was working there and back. So I was on the road a lot of my day. So I worked, like I said, an hour away, and then it was like to the point where it was kind of like frustrating because I had to get up, go to work, drive for an hour, and in that time, like, come home, be a mom, be a wife, and all of those things. And when I got home, I was too tired to be any of those things. Like, I was so exhausted. Now, I did it, you know, but it was hard. Harder than you think, harder than I showed. It was hard. It was extremely hard, and it was kind of weighing me down because I was just like, I'm so I'm so over this. I was like so over it, and I just didn't want to anymore. Sorry guys, I heard. Oh, okay. So what I just used was the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Chestnut. So that's what I just used to conceal like my eyes. So the next thing I'm going to be using, you guys, is some primer for my lids. And it is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. And it looks like this. I have a lot of these little like sample kits because I used to get what is the thing called? Ipsy a lot. So some of these things that I'll be showing you are samples. So yeah, so it was just really draining. So I just made up in my mind, you know, of course after talking to my husband, that I just wanted to quit my job and actually fulfill my dreams. So I planned it and I thought about it, and that was just what I did. So the next thing I'm going to be using, you guys, is the Jaclyn Hill palette, the Morphe palette here. Okay, focused. And I'm just going to put like some little shadow on my lid. The color I will be using is called Obsessed. So yeah, so I just decided that that's what I was going to do, and I was just going to grind and I was going to hustle. And it was just going to be a great day. So little did I know, that is not how the world works. You can grind and you can hustle until you can't hustle anymore. But no one hands you anything. So that's just a part of what I'm learning right now. And I'm just figuring it out. Like, you gotta go out here and do your thing, girl, because nobody's gonna give you no handouts. So that goes into me being a stay-at-home working mom. So what a lot of people don't understand when you're a stay-at-home in quotations, stay-at-home working mom, is they think all you do is nothing. Bro, when I tell you, I think I do more as a stay-at-home working mom than just like a regular 9-to-5 employee. I do a lot. A lot. There's always something to be done. And with my toddler, who is 3 years old, he is like, he doesn't think that you just stop. Like, there's no mommy has to work in his eyes. He doesn't care anything about that. The next color I'm going to be using, you guys, is called Creamsicle in the palette. And I'm just going to use it to lightly highlight my brow bone. So yeah, so for those of you that think that stay-at-home moms do nothing and it is a breeze, you are sadly mistaken. We do a whole lot. But again, like I said, I would not change it for the world. I absolutely love it. And this is what I wanted. This is what I dreamed for. This is what I'm excited about. This is my passion. Family is so important to me. So, I just, you know, love having a family. So being a stay-at-home mom, my schedule can regulate. It never is exactly the same. Today, luckily, I was able to do my makeup. Do this tutorial for you guys, or get ready with me, with you guys. But usually, I don't get to do that. Sorry, you guys, I'm looking for my brush. So usually, I don't get to do that. When his feet hit the floor running, he is absolutely my first priority. And everything else comes second. Everything else. So he, because he doesn't realize that mommy has to work and, you know, mommy has to make a living, because our mommy, you know. And my other son, he goes to school and he is in the 7th grade. And so, you know, things are going a little crazy for him too. He okay, you guys, sorry, my camera did something crazy. But so yeah, so that's my first priority. When I get up in the morning, I have to, you know, tend to my child, make sure that, you know, everything is good with him. And then, you know, I have email on my phone, so I can do that, you know, on my phone. Or, you know, I can just wait until his dad comes home, or I can ask my parents, because both of my parents are retired, so they help me out a lot. My only, like, biggest downfall is I have to ask for help, you know. I'm one of those people where I rarely ask for help. And if I ask for help, it's like, I really need the help. So yeah, that's just me. I don't know. I've always been like that. I've always been independent. That's just, you know, that's just been me. Oh, sorry, you guys. So the foundation I'm using is the Smashbox Studio Skin Fix. Can you guys see it? Yeah. So yeah, so that's just always how I've been. I've never been a person to ask for much. And then I'm just going back in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer. So with that being said, you guys, I absolutely love it. Now, I do have days where it's like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And again, you guys, it's my slow season, so I have a lot of downtime. I have a lot of time to think. And it sometimes gets to you as a new business owner. So, for those of you that think being a stay-at-home mom is easy, you are sadly mistaken. But, you know, being a stay-at-home mom, it just gives me a lot of time with my kids. It gives me sanity. It gives me freedom. And, you know, at the end of the day, that's what I wanted. And I got it. So, you know, in this industry, you just have to be very patient. And, you know, you just got to do your thing. So, this is a little bit off topic. I'm just going to wet my beauty blender. So it's a little bit off topic, but it's going to put me back into the place that, the reason for me doing everything. So the reason for me actually doing everything is because I love what I do. I absolutely love what I do. I love seeing people happy. And I love seeing people just light up when they see that I brought their vision to a reality. That makes me super excited and super happy. And I just always felt like when you have a job, you should do what you love. It should never be a time where you ever doubt in your mind that you love coming to work. And I get that feeling every single solitary time I go and do a wedding or an event. I love it. Like, I cry at most of the weddings. I do. I cry all the time because I just love seeing love, and I love that people actually love what I do. So the reason I actually became a wedding event planner was I was actually pregnant with Marcus, my youngest son. So this is 3 years ago, almost 4 years ago. And I was just like, I was talking to my best friend. I was like, I think I want to be a wedding planner. And she was like, what? We were at work. And I was like, yeah, I think I want to be a wedding planner. I think I really want to do this. And so she helped me come up with my name. I had a green little notebook. No, a blue notebook. I remember. I had a blue notebook. And I was so excited. We were writing down ideas and stuff. And I just ran with it. Like, I just ran with it. And I have been working, you know, with other planners and stuff, trying to, you know, get my foot in. So I did a lot of classes. I got my certification. I just did everything that I felt like I needed to do to be great. And just coming into this year, I just feel like this is going to be my year of prosperity, and I'm just going to grow. And it's just, I think this is the year of growth. It's just like when I did my big chop and I cut my hair. It's like I have all these things that I didn't know I had within myself, you know? So the next thing I'm going to be using is a Sacha Buttercup setting powder. And so the entire reason I'm doing this is because I love what I do. I like absolutely adore it. And I just want financial stability for my family. For those of you that don't know, I will be 29 this year. So I'm not a young YouTuber. I'm not a young YouTuber at all. I am an older YouTuber. But and I have a family, like I have my life planned out, like I know. So yeah, you guys, having and wanting that financial stability is so important because you know, I have to provide for my family. I have to make sure we're all good, and I have to do my part, you know, in this marriage, in this journey, in this family. So so, you know, I just want to make sure that that's exactly what I'm doing. So I work and I hustle, and, you know, I just make sure that I'm actually doing all of those things. So right now what I'm going to do is just let my face set for like a minute or so. I don't like my face to set very long because then you look like a ghost. So, yeah, and I like a natural, you know, a natural look or whatever. So I just want that financial stability. So I'm working on you know, getting out of debt, and you know, just stacking money, just saving for my family so that we can be good. We love to travel. My kids love nice things. We like nice things. I want to eventually buy a new house. And you know, I love my car, but you know, you want something upgraded. And I'm not materialistic. I'm not that person, but I just like nice things, and I want to be able to provide it without having the debt factor of it. So I just, you know, I'm just moving forward and making future plans, and just want to be the best I can be for me and my family. So so that is why I actually gotten to do what I wanted to do. I knew that I would, you know, I knew that I was never that person who would work a job all their life. Like, I knew that was just never me. That was just never me. And I just liked doing my own thing, you know? I liked always doing what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. And for those of you that are like, oh my gosh, that's not necessarily a bad thing, y'all. It's not. It just means you're independent and you know what you want. And I absolutely know what I want. I know what I want to do, and that's what I'm working on, you know, just figuring out what I want to do and how I want to do it, and you know, just figuring out the best way possible to actually get there. So the next thing I'm going to be using is my Urban Decay mascara. I think it's called, what in the world? Oh, it's called Light Camera Lashes. Again, this is a sample size. It was actually sent to me. Yeah, so in doing that, I'm just enjoying this journey. I'm figuring it out. And, you know, not to say I don't have down days where I break down and I'm like, what the heck? What are you doing? And this is me being fully transparent with you guys, because I do. I break down. I, you know, get in my head. And I was actually having a phone call with my best friend yesterday. And I told her I could have 5 minutes. She's like, all right, you can have 5 minutes. And then this pity part is over, girl, because no. I've always been a hustler. I think it's just in my blood. It's just always been something that I did. I've always been a hustler. and I always got it done. I always did what I needed to do. And I think that it comes from me having my oldest son, Christian, at such a young age, that I just felt like I had to be the best and do the best and, you know, just be everything for him. So now I have a whole family. I have a husband. I have a 13-year-old. I have a 3-year-old. And I just feel like I have to be the absolute best for them. I gotta make sure that I'm everything that they always need me to be, because what a lot of people don't tell you is women are the backbone. They are. Like, women are the absolute backbone of families. And we make sure that we get it done. So, you know, raising young black boys in this day and age is like, I want to prepare them for the world. And I want to show them how it's done. I want them to show them how their wife should be, you know. Or at least my idea of a wife, you know. I can't tell them how their wife should be. The next thing I'm going to use is this e.l.f. contour palette. And I use it to highlight, actually. I don't do a bunch of contouring, simply because I don't know how. It's just, it's never been my thing. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to try to figure out something. So yeah, it's just never really been my thing. I just want them to be great, and I want them to know what greatness looks like, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to be using this shade right here. This shade here. And I'm just going to highlight my cheekbones. So yeah, so I just, you know, I'm working on different things, and I'm, you know, figuring out life as it's handed to me. And I just pray daily, you know, that God helps me and He sees me through, and that He just blesses us abundantly. I'm really big on faith, and I feel like in this day and age, you need something to hold on to. And what better than faith to hold on to, you know? I just feel like that's a very big part of my journey. So I pray daily, and I ask God to help me and to show me the way to bless my businesses. And you know, me holding on to my faith gets me through. Sorry guys, eyelining my eyes always is like one of those things. And I'm just gonna line my bottom line with the Urban Decay Troublemaker mascara. So to like kind of end my video, I just want, you know, anybody that's a business owner, anybody that has goals and dreams and ambition, just to always be you. Like, always be you, because nobody goes through the same journey, you know. As much as you can ask people, how do you do this, and where do you go from here, and, you know, what did they do, and this and that. God has a separate journey for you, and nobody's journeys are ever the same. Nobody's journeys are ever the same, and, you know, everybody just is sent on a different journey. That's just what it is. So, do your journey, be the best at your journey, and just learn and grow and keep growing. Yeah, you guys, so that's all I have to do. So let me give you my finished look. Okay, you guys, so the next step is I'm going to do my lips, and I'm using the NYX cream lipstick in the color Soft Spoken. So I'm just gonna, oh, this is pretty. Sorry guys, I've never used this color before. This is really pretty. I like it. So yeah, you guys, lastly, it's pretty. Lastly, the last thing I'm going to be doing is just setting my face. And I like to use the Mario Badescu skincare with the facial spray, aloe, cucumber, and green tea spray. So I'm just going to spray this all over. I'm going to let that set. And I'm going to go get my hair together, and I'll be back.